With the second pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors selected James Wiseman, a 7-foot center out of Memphis University. At the time, it seemed like a pretty ordinary pick. Yes, Wiseman was the best center in the class and made the most sense as a pick for Golden State, but he didn't really fit the direction of the team, considering they looked to contend with a now healthy roster, and at the time, no one knew how his game would translate to the NBA level. However, a couple of months later, this pick seems to have turned out amazingly for the Golden State Warriors, as Wiseman is killing it early on in his rookie season. So, how good is he really? Will he take home the Rookie of the Year in 2021? I'll be going over that in today's video, as well as looking at his short NBA career so far, his strengths and weaknesses, what I think he can achieve in the NBA, and his NBA comparison. Before we start, if you're new here and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content like this. I'm trying to hit 16,000 subscribers by February, so all support would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that all being said, let's talk about James Wiseman. James Wiseman is off to a great start to his rookie year. As of when recording this video, he's played 10 games and is averaging a solid 11 points per game and 6 rebounds, and he's been shooting the ball at a decent clip as well. About 49% from the field and 40% from 3 on 2 attempts per game, which is amazing for a big man. He's currently top 3 in all rookies for both points per game and rebounds per game, and leads all rookie centers in 3-point percentage for those shooting 1 or more attempts per game. He's overall looking fantastic on the court. At times, he looks like Golden State's second best player, and he has fit his role perfectly thus far in Steve Kerr's system. His confidence is already on a crazy level. He's been involved in a lot of the offensive schemes and isn't afraid of contact when close to the rim, having multiple big dunks over defenders early on, and he also has the green light to let it fly from range. Wiseman's defense has been solid as well, particularly his rim protection, as he's been able to deter many shots away from the rim and force poor looks from that area, evident from his 1.6 blocks per game, which again is top 3 best in his class. But let's take a deeper look now at Wiseman's game. What are his strengths and weaknesses? Let's start with his strengths. The biggest part of Wiseman's game is his offense, but I'll split this into 2 parts, the first being as a finisher. Already in just a few games, Wiseman has displayed his elite ability to score around the rim, consistently finishing alley-oop passes from his teammates and being able to get inside and score himself, either coming off screens, through the post, or facing up and blowing by his opponent. With his insane length, it makes him incredibly hard to stop once in close, as he can just rise up and finish above you. We've seen that on many occasions when he's run a fast break and gone coast to coast to finish with a crazy dunk. Just to prove his great finishing touch, he currently shoots 77% from within 3 feet of the rim. Joel Embiid, arguably the best center in the league, shoots 75% from that range. Now, I obviously don't mean Wiseman is better than Embiid, but I'm just showing you the potential that he's put on display so far. Wiseman's also been an amazing shooter so far, as I briefly touched on earlier. He's one of the best rookie shooters and is easily, in my eyes, the best big man rookie shooter right now. His hot start has dropped off a bit, but he's still nailing 40% of his shots from downtown and is a legitimate threat from outside. So it's not like teams can just leave him open to go double a guy like Curry. He will and can knock down those shots. Overall, on offense, Wiseman has been an amazing fit into the Warriors system and has slid in really well alongside Draymond Green and Stephen Curry. It's maximizing his scoring strengths. Another strength of Wiseman's is simply his athleticism and length. The combination of these 2 factors allows Wiseman to be incredibly dangerous near the basket on both ends of the floor. He's a solid shot blocker and overall rim protector because of it, and I touched on his finishing ability already. It also allows him to be a great pick and roll defender, particularly in drop coverage, as he can still get out to a spot up shot with his ridiculous wingspan. He can really throw opposing offenses into turmoil with it, and it's a big reason why the Warriors decided to select him on draft night. Out of anyone in this rookie class, Wiseman has by far the most gifted physical assets, and it's why he's becoming a leading candidate for the Rookie of the Year. But like any other rookie, Wiseman does have some pretty pronounced weaknesses. What are they? The first notable weakness of Wiseman's is his defense. Obviously, he's a solid rim protector, but anywhere else on that side of the court, he tends to struggle in. He's not mobile enough to go out on the perimeter and often looks uncomfortable guarding positions 1 to 3. He can also get bodied by stronger centers in the post, so adding more muscle to his frame will probably be a priority over the ensuing seasons. Another weakness of Wiseman's is his playmaking. Now, this isn't an essential part of Wiseman's game that he'll need to be successful in the NBA, but it definitely could use some work. If he can improve his understanding of how to read a defense in game, it will boost the Warriors' offense a lot, as well as increase his threat as a weapon on attack for Golden State too. Luckily for him so far this season, Golden State rarely ever have him as a major playmaker, so they've done well at masking this weakness, but if Wiseman can improve this a bit, he can truly be something special offensively. So those are the strengths and weaknesses of James Wiseman that I've noticed so far. Let me know if you agree with them below, but now, what can Wiseman become in the NBA? I know it's only been a very small sample size of what he's done in the league, but the confidence he's displayed early on is a great sign. Ultimately, I reckon Wiseman has potential to be one of the league's best centers if he uses his physical tools to his advantage, and with continued development of his game, he can probably be an all-star or all-NBA caliber player down the track. Again, it's very early on, so it's hard to tell, but as a rookie in a limited role beside an MVP candidate, Wiseman has been everything the Warriors could have asked for. At this rate, I don't think he's the Rookie of the Year. I'd give the nod to a guy like LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, or Tyrese Halliburton over him, but I'd for sure have him in my all-rookie first team thus far. Again, I don't want to jump to any crazy conclusions off of 10 games, but all the signs are pointing towards a good career for James Wiseman. As for his NBA comparison, it's hard to say. He does low-key feature similar aspects that Anthony Davis has, obviously nowhere near the same degree of talent, but I do see some Davis in him. I also think calling him a better shooting DeAndre Jordan is reasonable, but again, it's hard to pinpoint one player and say he's almost alike them. I've seen some people overhype him and call him the next Durant, which is just plain wrong, but I think the most reasonable to me is a better shooting DeAndre Jordan / Hassan Whiteside / DeAndre Ayton. You get the build that I'm thinking of. Let me know who you believe Wiseman reminds you of down below in the comments, and if you agree with my thoughts here, let me know as well. But again, it's tough to make an accurate comparison as Wiseman is so vastly unique with his physical tools and skill set. Overall, these are my thoughts on James Wiseman and how good he is. Early on in his NBA career, he's been great, posting some good numbers and sliding in perfectly into Golden State's system. He's shown off his great scoring ability by consistently finishing around the basket via alley-oops, lay-ins, and post-up attempts, and has shown he can stretch the floor as well, something critical to the success of Golden State. With the combination of his size, length, and athleticism, he's been a solid defender, nothing special, but decent enough to not be a negative. However, he does still struggle occasionally on that end and will need to improve that in order to be a star in this league. At the end of the day though, Wiseman is by far one of the most electric rookies to watch in 2021 and has already shown his immense potential to the world. It's early on, so I won't jump to any crazy conclusions, but Wiseman is looking good. The Warriors made a perfect selection on draft night a couple of months ago, and we're already starting to see it pay off early into 2021. Wiseman's a top 5 rookie in this class, probably the best big man, and has had one of the smoothest transitions into the NBA out of anyone in that draft class. He's looking amazing right now. The Warriors are starting to turn things around in their season and will look to be a serious playoff side in a few months' time, and there is zero doubt in my mind that Wiseman will play a large part in that success. And that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? How good is James Wiseman to you? Can he win the Rookie of the Year? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.